provide for you. Whatever you need, all you got to do is come to me and ask. But yet, this is yet, you got to be my son or my daughter. The man that fears the Lord shall have a wife that is a fruitful vine, for that vine is so fruitful it must be cultivated. A helpmeet was needed in paradise, and surely she is not less necessary out of it. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and it is not every man that fears the Lord who has a wife. But if he has, he shall treat her like the Bible says. He who finds a wife finds a good thing. To a degree, husband determine whether or not his wife is a fruitful vine. And before there are any stickers in the house, what if saying this treatment to her and be nourished? You must love your wife. The same way you treat her outside is the same way you're supposed to treat her inside. It says that if you want to know the measure of a man, ask his wife. Because she is there when nobody else sees her. And if something is wrong, guess what? She can put on her face, but she can't keep that face for long because something got to come out one way or the other. It says, Bella, how do you behave in public where your wife is concerned? Do you show her respect? Do you speak to her gently? Do you open the door for her? Come on, honey, get in here. And you go in it before her. I had to hold on my hand because I'm guilty. Sister Brother will tell you. Because I had to learn that God, the same way I want somebody, I can teach somebody to respect their wife, then I must be doing the same thing myself. It said the middle-aged businessman exactly wants to approach a young lady at the door. And he opened the door for her, and she stood back and replied, don't hold the door for me because I'm a lady. But he said, I'm not holding it because you're a lady. I'm holding it because I'm a gentleman. Men, how do we act? How do we do? How do we treat? How do we treat people? And I've seen it happen so many times. And you know, I've seen it so many times that even in the Afro-American community, sometimes we will allow the door to slam in a black woman's face and hold it open for what? Come on now. Somebody know that I'm talking and I'm telling the truth.
That's the truth.
But God wants us to be blessed. And the word of God tells us we are blessed when we are in him and he is in us. And we are doing his will and not our own will. The day you said that, the Bible tells us to come ye out from among them and be ye separate. When you said, I'm going to serve God, you cannot serve God and still in the world. Because the word of God says that if you are a friend of the world, you are an enemy of God. And I understand this here, and I know what this what we gotta. Well, how can I, Reverend Brody? How can I minister to the world if I'm not there? I did not say don't minister to them, but when you say you are a child of God and you still hanging with the same crowd and they're not coming forward, and then all of a sudden you still hang with them, they're not coming forward, and you still hang with them, they're not coming forward, then it's time to shake the dust off on your feet and walk. Say this crowd, because if you're not careful, that same crowd will have you back out there doing this and that and everything. There comes a time when you need to cut. God never gives up. But there's some time he said that I got something else for you to do. I want you to move on to the other side. Peter said this, likewise you husband dwell with your wife according to not giving honor to the wife as unto the weaker vessel. And finally it said a man is measured by his wealth. The psalmist said of the man that feareth the Lord that children shall be like olive plants in our table. So he is to be God-fearing, loving husband, loving your children, and bringing them up in the admonition of the Lord. Ephesians 6:4, and ye father, provoke not your children to wrath. What are you saying? Provoke. Now there are some children now that is in trouble simply because their parents yell at them all the time. The parents don't have a good word or nothing. And then when they rebel, the parents is wondering what is wrong. If walls could talk sometimes, it'll say, yeah, you teach your child That boy that is in the jail right now, that daughter that's on the street, what do you teach them? In the public eye, you were like the perfect parent, a perfect father. But what happened behind closed doors? One of the meaning of nurture is the idea of attending a garden. And most of all you farmers know that if you don't go out and work that garden, what's going to happen? The weeds will grow up and it'll choke the life out. Isn't it sort of ironic?